G'day viewers, welcome to another super helpful, super cool repair video from the Goat Shed, located in Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia. Now this is a follow-up video on Jungle Princess, but today is the 19th of September 2024. It's 21 degrees Celsius outside, which is approximately 70 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be a lovely day. Now, once again, we remind you that we like to take the back box insert out of the game. As you can see here, makes it much easier to work on. Now that's up to you whether you do it or not. We've got Graham over there going through the disc ore reels, seeing what we need to do. Now, I've taken the player unit out of this morning and it operated okay. It felt a bit sluggish, but what we noticed was that the switch stack was sort of flopping around a bit. Now you can see there, that's how I took it out. There's a nut missing off there. The nut and washer is not there. This nut was loose, so the whole thing was flopping up and down. And that'll definitely give you trouble because switches will change state through vibration. Alright, here's the whole frame we've taken out. Now, you know, you don't notice this unless you look for it, but there's the first thing we found, a broken coil casing. So we've got those in stock. We're going to have to replace that. I think what we're trying to illustrate is if you don't take these apart and have a good look at them, you're going to miss these things. Also the coil plunger, it's a bit hard to see there, but it's got oil, been oiled up and everything. So this is quite filthy. We're going to have to clean that. The only good news is the drive arm stop's not busted on it, like we often find. There it is. Now we've got that off. Let's just take that out. There's the washer. Need to put a new coil sleeve in. That's not going to stay in there. Let's have a look. There's the coil stop itself. And yeah, it's passable, but I think we're going to change it. Now there's the plunger all grungy and everything. So what we're going to do now, like we've shown you in our videos before, we'll split this unit by taking that screw out and the one over the back there, that one there, and we'll take the cams off it. They've got to be cleaned, and we'll have a look at that escapement wheel. And we'll also have a look. Here's the reset arm. Now it's not good. Under spring tension it was alright, but it's clearly got a bit of grease on that shoulder screw. So we're going to fix that up. And oh, that's right, this had a really cracked wiper. Where is that? Let's have a look. So what we found was that when we took the wiper off, I noticed that it was sort of bending downwards. So we've sort of made put a little bit of something on there and glued it. What have you put on there, Graham? A bit of Perspex.
Cut some Perspex to suit.
Bit of Perspex, so fix that up, and then we'll have to do the fingers.
You've got to be careful because the bloody the frame thing won't line up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
okay, so that's one thing we've done. If we didn't, that would have eventually broken, I believe. There's the rivet plate. I've just wiped that over. That had a lot of grease and oil and stuff on it, or not oil, but just grease. It was just dirty. And here's one of the score reels being pulled apart now. So you take the coil out, and then we can take everything out.
That's pretty ordinary. That's terrible.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a mushroom too.
It's mushroomed? Yeah. Oh yeah. So
check that coil stop.
Yep. Coil stop might be bad.
Not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, had taken a bit of a beating. We'll change the sleeve and clean it up.
Rightio. And what else we got here?
We've got the...
Oh, there's the FS relay.
That's already taken out, ready to go.
It's taken out. It's pretty much... I can't recall.
I think it's going backwards.
No, it's going backwards.
Yeah.
It's not operating correctly, so that'll have to come apart. Now, we recently did a video, one-on-one training, about 3 or 4 videos back, illustrating how to fix these things, so please go back and have a look at that. It's well worth it. Got our apprentice, Kyle, onto that, doing his own for pro football. He doesn't work with us... well, he normally works on a Thursday, but he's just not here at the moment. Alright, what else we got to do this, Graham?
Those relays, of course.
Yeah, oh yeah, we'll do all the relays.
Credit meter seized up.
Yeah, the credit meter. Yeah, the replay unit's really, it won't operate. That's because the reset arm, which is this arm, here on the illustrating it on the play unit, that reset arm is totally jammed. This is the reset arm here, the one that pivots on the screw. It's totally jammed. It just won't operate. So we've got to do that. And in general, we'll just clean it up a bit, and yeah, it should improve things greatly. So just keep that in mind when you're doing the games. It's basically 14 screws to take. You take these out here. There's 3 there. Not there, on the other side on the latches, and then the ones on the Jones plug female side. Makes it a little bit easier to do. Alright, that's just, as I say, a really quick video on what we found. I just wanted to show you how we discovered that broken coil casing. You get a fair bit of that, and they're available. You can buy them off PBR, or they're not, I think they're about $12 or something, but they come with a coil stop. They might be a bit dearer than that nowadays. Now, just coming back to this player unit, now I've split it. I thought I'd illustrate to you the reset arm, how that is reasonably tight. That should move effortlessly, but it's basically tight because on the shoulder screw in the back they use this white grease, and it goes hard after a while, and the only way to get that right is to undo the nut on the back here first, and I emphasize this, that nut has to be undone, and I always suggest that you actually put a bit of like WD-40 penetrating oil or something, let that soak, and then get it, and we've illustrated this before as well, but I'm just going to show you again very quickly. It's a 5/16 inch. Put your driver on there and gently rock it. Well, I'll get my finger out the road there. Gently rock it backwards and forwards while holding the screw on the other side to try and eliminate breaking that. Now, one other thing, you can see how dirty this is. We're going to put this all in the ultrasonic cleaner. Look at this, it's filthy. And this will come up pretty good. I'll actually show you how good they'll come up when I've finished it, just to give you an idea. But I'm just going to get Graham to hold the drive arm pull now, and we'll show you what else we found. Now, here's the drive arm with the pull. See that movement? And what I want to emphasise here is the fact that that rivet is moving. Alright, this rivet. Watch it. Now let's turn that over and give you another look. It's a bit dirty. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit this here, either with a centre punch and or a ball peen hammer. We'll probably try a centre punch first, and that'll spread that.
Yeah, just a little bit at a time, don't get
not too much, because you don't want it to get too tight.
No.
So that gives credence to our theory, do it once, do it right, because if you didn't take that off you wouldn't have probably noticed that. And remember that bushing there, that white bushing,
seems okay.
That seems okay. We've done a video on how to replace one of those a while back as well. They do they can get really badly worn.
It's pretty filthy.
Yeah, it is. It's really grotty, this.
Hard and greased everywhere.
You know, and on the outside it looked like it was working okay. Remember in our first video we operated and it worked, but you know, we had that broken. There's the case.
We'll clean it up.
Oh, we'll clean all that up, and like I said, I'm going to show you how that turns out. Look, listen, and learn. So there's the player unit all ready to go back into the... It's already back in the machine. We've got the wiper on. There's where we repaired it there. So that should be good. Now, I just want to show you, we're not going to go deep into this because we've done videos on replay units. You need to look for our video on replay units. It also is done a fair while ago, so you've got to search for it, but if you just type in the magnifying glass Gottlieb replay unit, will come up. Here's a classic fault. Now this unit, it won't move. See the escapement wheel, all it does, it goes backwards. Now the reason it goes backwards is because the check pawl here, the subtract pawl, isn't going into the teeth because it's jammed. That just won't operate, that arm, period. And that's because the pivot screw's got all gunk on it and everything like that. Probably if we force that, it might operate. But what a lot of people have the philosophy or theory that they tend to get some isopropyl and squirt it down in there and work it back and forth, and it might come free. Yes, it probably will. But of course all this grease gets on the shoulder of the screw in there, and once again you've got to take the old nut off, that one there. This one might give a bit of trouble, so I'm going to soak that in penetrine for a while and take that off. So now we've got to give the replay unit some treatment because it just wouldn't operate, period. And that's the reason. The reset arm is jammed on the pivot and nothing's happening, and therefore it's keeping the drive pawl from, I beg your pardon, the subtract pawl from dropping into the tooth. I'll see if I can push it down. Oh, there you go. I pushed it down, it was hard work. Now it'll drive. Let's do it. No, well, it's not driving because this isn't operating back and forward to make it work properly. I'll pull that out. Oh, it's really tight. Yeah, I haven't got a hope in hell. So that's why it's so important to remove that shoulder screw and clean it out. And at the same time you're cleaning out the pivot on the reset, the hole where the pivot goes through on the reset arm. Once again, it's our whole philosophy. Do it right. Do it once. Alright, we hope you've found this video of some benefit to you, just showing you some of the things that can go wrong and the things we do all day, every day here in the Goat Shed. Spanky is away getting a makeover at the moment for his trip to the USA. It's now only 9 days till we leave the shores of Australia and land on the shores of the United States. We're getting really, really excited. And don't forget, if you want to catch up with Spanky and myself, you can find us at the York White Rose Game Room Show in Pennsylvania. And then you'll find us at Pinball Expo in Chicago, in Schaumburg, at the Renaissance Hotel. And we'll be running live repair classes on the floor with Mark Gibson from Fun with Pinball, and 3 other guests. There's another guy come on board. They're a special surprise. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and please remember to consider subscribing to our channel. We greatly appreciate that. Give us the thumbs up for our videos. And this has been another Goat Shed presentation. So there's the finished product. It's come up quite well. A lot cleaner than it was previously. So what we've done, we've fitted a new coil casing here. Obviously a new coil plunger sleeve in there. We've polished the plunger up on the buffing wheel. Now remember the pull here was bad, so what we've done, we hit the reverse end of that, and now it's not moving anymore, like the rivet. It's all nice and tight again. So as I mentioned, if you don't pull that out, you wouldn't have found that. I mean, to some people they don't care, I know that, but you know, the way I was taught, you really have to do a good job. And you know, this is going to work now properly for years without any further mechanical trouble, hopefully. These springs are a bit rusty. They're not too bad. I mean, we're not going to change them. That's okay. There's the other plate, that's come up well. And here's the cams. They're all nice and clean, so they'll go back on. And there's Graham over there. He's just doing the wiper, pulling the snowshoes out, changing the springs. We might. What are the snowshoes like, Graham? Are they not too bad?
Actually, they're pretty good.
Okay, all right. So
I don't think the machine's had much work. Actually, it's been sitting forever.
Yeah, well, I wonder how that got cracked in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll get that done, and then we'll get it back together. Now, these cams, all you've got to do, slide them on the shaft, turn around, and you'll find the hole that they go into automatically. There, like that. It'll just go in. That'll go on like that. Then what we're going to do, we'll operate it. All working good. I've got the spider on the back there while we're mucking around, just so nothing falls out. I've just got that temporarily bolted in there. So we're just going to put that back together and fit it back in the unit, and then I'll pull the replay unit out, and I'll just show you what the problem with that is, why it's not operating. A lot of people won't have seen that and probably haven't experienced that sort of problem. So let's just do that, and I'll just but put back together the player unit, reassemble it. That's the word I was looking for. So yeah, let's do that.